Good evening and welcome to the Navy grounds here in Welisara. It's the first of the Plate Championship games. It's Navy Sports Club taking on Air Force Sports Club, the top-ranked team in the Plate division, taking on the bottom-ranked team in the Plate division. It's going to be an interesting game. There are two segments, the Cup segment and the Plate segment. Today we have a Cup segment game on the Papare. You can watch it on Dialogue Television, channel number 126. And then we have this game between Navy Sports Club and Air Force Sports Club. From wherever you are watching in the world, we welcome you to this live production of this Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League 25-26 second round fixture. The weather for today's game, it's pretty sunny out here in Welisara, 31 degrees Celsius. It feels exactly like that as well. And the wind will only pick up towards the latter part of the evening. So it'll be interesting to see how the back three of both these teams cope with the weather on hand. Joining me in the commentary box today is my good friend Nathan Coggins. Welcome to the Combox, Nathan.
It's a very good evening, Abhin, and very good evening to all our viewers tuned in to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare. The stakes are as high as they could be, isn't it, as we move into the business end of this Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League and see the Air Force forward pack. They've been an imposing pack all season, just heading through their warm-ups, but Air Force will be pretty disappointed, isn't it, having made that cup segment last year. They weren't able to back it up this time. They've unfortunately fallen into the Plate, but they do enter the Plate as the firm favourites to clinch it, and you wouldn't expect any less from a side as good as we know Air Force can be.
Last week's fixtures, Havelock Sports Club got the better of Police Sports Club 29-17, a much needed victory for them. They needed a bonus point victory to secure their spot in the cup segment, and they also needed Air Force Sports Club to lose that game. So that happened as well. CHNFC beat Air Force 31-29 in a cliffhanger of a game. 62 points to 17, the defending champions Kandy Sports Club, who will be on show tomorrow against CHNFC, beat Sri Lanka Army 62-17, a comprehensive victory for them. And then another close one. Navy Sports Club managed to get the better of Sri Lions. They already had booked their place in the Plate segment before going into this game, Navy Sports Club. But that victory will really give them some kind of confidence, knowing that they started this league off on an absolute high, drawing a game against Havelock Sports Club.
Yes, definitely, Abid. Navy, a side that have shown plenty of promise this season, a side that has really improved leaps and bounds. They were at the bottom of the barrel in the past couple of seasons, but it's great to see that they've rejuvenated. They've got some talented lads in their ranks, and like you said, finally getting that first win under their belt. Unfortunately, though, for Sri Lions, they bow out of the Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League as they finish winless in the first round. As we take a look at this week's fixtures, Super Saturday on the Papare as Havelock's lock-ons with CRNFC at Havelock Park, and parallelly live from the Navy grounds in Welisara. On your screens at the moment is the Sailors taking on Air Force Sports Club, and then tomorrow a big game. CHNFC will get to play at Racecourse for just the second time this season as they welcome the defending champions Kandy Sports Club to Colombo. And to round out week 1 of the Super Rounds, we'll have Sri Lanka Army Rugby welcoming the Cops to Panagoda. All action, of course, live and exclusively on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
Well, we've got many sporting encounters this weekend, Nathan. It's a full packed production team. Everyone is busy everywhere to bring you the best possible fixtures and the best possible production in sports here at Sri Lanka. The points table of the Plate segment, it's going to be interesting. All teams carry forward the points that they have secured or they have obtained in the first round. Air Force Sports Club sit pretty on top with 25 points, and behind them is Police Sports Club with 17 points, and Sri Lanka Army, who have an off-shot chance of winning the Plate Championship with 14 points. Navy Sports Club as well, staring down the barrel with 12 points, but they all are trying to play catch-up with Air Force Sports Club.
Yes, definitely, Abid. Air Force has really put themselves as the favourites to clinch this Plate segment. They pushed a couple of the big boys pretty close as well. CHNFC last week, and early on in season they pushed Kandy Sports Club as well. As we'll head into a short commercial break with more graphics and the team cards on the other side.
keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
It's the end again.
Pay with your phone. Pay with your smartwatch. For the first time in Sri Lanka, pay easy with GPay and Commercial Bank.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
සිත් සත්සරය කළඹා සතුටක් ඉපදිලා මල් මන්දහසේ ජීවිතයට ලං කළා. ඒ සතුටේ පැහැයන් සොයා අතුරා සිටින සරසා පන්සල එලි කළා.
ලංකෙන් රුපියලක් සතුටෙන් උපන් බෑයක අසිරිය.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
වසංගකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125, the full option bike.
Yes, welcome back to Welisara as we're just moments away from kickoff in this crucial plate segment clash between Air Force Sports Club and Navy Sports Club. As we take a look at the starting 15s for this side, starting with the visitors, Vimukti Fernando, Parakrama Ratnayaka and Manuka Pereira, an unchanged front row from last week, and a front row that contributed 3 tries as well last week. And Nilanta Jayavira and Malisha Veerakone are stalwarts in the second row, and in the loose we'll have Nishan Piris, Shashika Fernando and Yarash Buddumaka. In the halves, we'll have Kavisha Kaluarachi and Ishara Madhushan with Pramod Pattasanka and Afasua in midfield, and a back three of Arosh Ratnayaka, Gayanthi Iddamalgoda and Shena Litira. Off the bench, interestingly, we'll have Shamika Kaushan and Sharaka Varela, 2 of the regular starters for Air Force Sports Club, alongside Veligama, Kumara, Jayaratna, Akalanka, Rasindu Bandara and Kalan Shamudida. As for the home side today, the Sailors in the front row will have Kavishka Vijayaratna, Pradeep Ranavira and Rishmina Dilshan, with Saibu Sabri and Pramudit Thapa in the second row, and a skipper who's been mighty impressive this season, Denuan Vikramarchi, and Isuru Pereira, who's been equally impressive as well, and will join Apurva Vijay Singh in the third row, with Kujana Kulatunga and Isuru Kongawat in the halves. Senura Pires returns to the side alongside Fahad Nazar in the centre pairing, with a back three of Dhananjay Kumar, Kalpa Lakmina and Saviru Nimsika, with Sanjeev, Akram, Dilshan, Rajanayak, Ramesh, Aryaratna, Madhushanka and Chanaka Jayalat set to come off the bench.
Well, 2 teams that are looking for the first victory in this second round in the Plate Championship, Nathan, and I believe these teams will want to try and get a very good start. For Air Force Sports Club, they've dropped a couple of their important players that have really been the players that have taken this team forward in Shamika Kaushan and Sharaka. The bench means that they want to play the full 80 minutes, that they want to try and play this game deep, and whichever team is able to play the full 80 minutes and have a bench that can come on and really make an impact, that team will take this game.
Yes, that's been a problem for most of the force. Some powerful forwards, some dominant forwards, but just haven't had enough in them to play out that full 80 minutes, and haven't had enough resources off any of the higher ups in this Maliban Interclub Rugby League. But interestingly, this game will be very important for Air Force Sports Club. Currently, the 25 points, a bonus point victory here sends them up to 31, which will make it really difficult for police or army to catch them, both of which sit on.
Moment of silence here at Welisara. These teams will be looking forward to try and really hit the ground running as soon as possible. Start for Navy Sports Club. They started this season off very, very well. Really opened the eyes of Sri Lanka rugby supporters when they played that game against Havelock Sports in that game, and they really showed a lot of composure, a lot of maturity in the way they played that game. Isuru corner of that Navy Sports Club team is the cog in their wheel, and he needs to really of this game if Navy are to beat this high-riding Air Force team.
Exemplary this season, hasn't he? Arguably in the front running to make that team of the season. to the set of dignitaries for today. And Denuwan Wickramaratche will rub Sailors outfit fresh off their first win of the season as well. So hopefully they can ride that wave of momentum into this plate championship and really make Air Force Sports Club work for that silverware.
Well, if Air Force Sports Club are able to topple the Sailors ship in this game, they'd be able to put the plate championship in a position where it is everyone's to play for. Anyone can take it. Tomorrow there's a game at Panaguda. Army Sports Club taking on Police Sports Club. That's going to be another interesting one. And if this game is taken by Navy Sports Club, the doors just blow wide open for any of the teams to take the plate championship. Unfortunate for these teams to miss out on the cup championship, but that's just how this league is. It's a highly competitive league. And after the end of 8 games, these teams found themselves in the bottom 4, but now is the chance for them to try and get to the top of that bottom 4.
Yes, it's making the best of not an ideal situation, isn't it? They still have silverware up for grabs in the form of that plate championship. And it's no mean feat. Plenty of competitive sides, like you said, in this plate championship as well. All 9 teams this league season have had their moments. They've all shown that they're capable of toppling anyone else on the table. So yes, although it's unfortunate that these teams find themselves in that 5th to 8th position, still have some silverware to salvage and to show for their mighty impressive efforts this season. Sisuru Kongawatta has been another important player for this Sailors outfit, set to kick us off. And the man under pressure today will be the impressive Raveen Alexander. Skongawat sends in a deep kick to the 22, picked up by Ratnayaka, and straight away Kavisha Kaluarachi taking no risks, and an excellent exit kick sends the gain line all the way back to the 40-meter mark.
Well, something that Navy Sports Club did in that game against Sri Lions is always kick when they had possession, even if they were in a very attacking place, which put them into places where they were able to launch attacks out of. In this game, they might want to try and change tactics a bit. They're coming up against a team that plays under very difficult kicking conditions in Air Force Sports Club. So a team that is very sound when it comes to tactical kicking.
Yes, definitely the likes of Ganthi Iddamalgodu, extremely experienced campaigners. Like you said, off the tee as well, I think Air Force have the highest conversion percentage for their efforts, as it's picked up by Kalpa Lakmina, who takes it into contact. First real attacking carry for the Sailors, and Isuru Pereira, first feel of the ball for him. Kongawatta picks up quickly, sends Ranavir on his way on the blind side. This is good stuff from Navy Sports Club early doors. Kongawatta get in behind Isuru Pereira once again, but unfortunately that ball has been spilled out. Just couldn't find the hands of Rishmina Dilshan, and the first loss forward of the game. But Navy Sports Club have looked incisive, but Air Force have done well to force their out of them, and they'll have the put into the first scrum.
Well, this set piece is going to tell you what kind of a game the forwards are going to have. Shuffle in the front row for Air Force Sports Club, so it'll be interesting how this set piece goes. It's Air Force ball, and they've got an interesting setup behind. They might want to try and bump one up before knocking it down the park.
Picked up by Shashika. Looks to go on the blind side, and that's a big carry from Padma Sankar. It's a really good carrier from that number 12 position. Almost like another forward in this Air Force team, and it's a great contest at Denuwan Wickramaratche, but looks like I spoke too soon. He's done so illegally and given away the penalty advantage, and now the ball at the hands of Uyangoda. Takes it into contact and is jackled well by the Navy defender, but referee Alex will bring it back for that advantage given away by Wickramaratche.
Coming from side, number 7.
Navy Sports Club handling error and an infringement.
Sends it deep and brings play just outside the 2 meters of Navy Sports Club, so they'll have some defending to do early doors.
Navy Sports Club fielded today. Have their Samoan centre in Afasua, the foreign player. Navy Sports Club don't. Will that make a difference?
Of Navy Sports Club now, and what a maul this is from Air Force, desperately trying to that one down. I think Appa eventually does, and trying to fish it out desperately is Kavish.
The pass is forward.
Disallowed. I thought as well on first class that might have been a forward pass. And referee Alexander has got the message from the judge that it was a forward pass. That pass would have been like with the camera, but referees had the best view of it. It's deemed a forward pass, no commercial try.
Who sends the ball out of the 20, takes his team out of danger, but that Air Force small look really menacing, isn't it? Bit and look.
Is vulnerable, so each time they find themselves in their green zone, they'll maybe try and launch them all.
Yes, definitely, and here's Sua floating it out to Ratnayaka. Ran out of room. They are taking Sashika Fernando and picking it up is Afasua. Taken play inside the 22 now. Here come Air Force. Breathing down the necks of the sailors, and a wayward pass there from probably one of the strongest forward backs at going off his feet there. Block tackle, in fact, coming in from the supporting player, and Navy have Yes, a cardinal error there from Isrukonga, but nonetheless it's a net gain for Navy Sports Club. What a tackle that was coming in from Appa, I believe, who sends the Air Force winger out of bounds, and it's a line out in some attacking territory for the Sailors. Picked up by Senura Pires. Now running out of room, so puts in the chip kick. It's going to be a foot race for the line. The Yarman is there first. And referee Alex
It was taken back in by Air Force Sports Club as well. So it's going to be a 5-meter scrum for the Sailors. Try and get the ball rolling in terms of points.
Lovely inside ball, and Senura Pires against the grain goes over for the first try, right under the post.
Senura Pires goes over for a try as Arthur knocks over the extras. And it's an early 7-pointer for Navy Sports Club. And they've got it in them, Nathan. They have what it takes to beat this Air Force Sports Club out. They just need the will and the determination to try and take down this Air Force Sports Club team.
Yes, definitely. giving the utmost to our Navy Sports Club. So eventually pushing the gain line back and the exit Kongawata unfortunate there for Navy Sports Club. I think Nazar also thought that Kongawat would try to put
First get a good scrum going. Yeah, unfortunate for
try for Sports Club. Angola didn't have to wait too long after that disallowed try. He gets his name on the score sheet and pulls back.
finish from Uyanggoda was a beauty. Just stopped and went and scored a try to get back the one that was disallowed. That has brought Air Force Sports Club right back into this game, and with the conversion to come.
It will be the 1 minute water break as well. But what a Kavisha Kaluarachi. 7 points apiece at Welisara. Quarter of the game done. jumps up and collects. Ball squirts out of the ball and looks like it's the Air Force player who's over it, and an advantage coming his way as well. And luckily for Kavisha Kaluarachi, advantage was played by Ravin Alexander because his kick was straight into one of the Navy players. So he has scrum down in favor of Air Force, but still not out of danger yet. They're not playing in an ideal position. They're 22. With a big scrum here, some good work at the ruck. And they that's the sort of thing that experience gives you, isn't it, Abid? Have been the more dominant department for Navy Sports Club, and then they'll look to do exactly that with some incisive runners like Afasua and Nishara Madushan. Like you said, Abid, that's what you expect from your foreign stars. As now Navy Sports Club will ever put into the lineup from about 10 meters outside the red zone.
Well, Navy need to score next. That's for sure. They can't allow Air Force into this game any further or take this game and run away with it. Air Force have been the better side in this league so far. Three-man line out for Navy and they go short. Securing lineouts hasn't been a problem for Navy Sports Club. Kojana Kuratunga goes digging for it.
It's a Saibo who takes it into contact but pushed back a couple of meters by the Air Force defense. Yes, Fahad Nazar, but that's a big tackle on him from Air Force and great counter ruck as well. Winning possession back. But looks like the supporting player went off his feet. Oh no, the call from referee Alex is that the ball was knocked on after being won back. So unfortunate there for Air Force. Did really well going into that ruck, but just lost the ball forward. So unfortunate, but it'll be another set piece in favor of Navy Sports Club.
Big efforts in defense from Air Force.
Bye. Stay. Steady. You can't put the ball on the other side.
Okay, that's an interesting one. You can't put the ball onto your side is the call. Something that scrum halves have been doing. Here's Zafar Suwa breaking. Air Force Sports Club on the move. Oh, big hit. Huge hit. Can get up and go once again. Created one try, almost scores another. Here's Ida Malgoda playing with advantage now. Air Force Sports Club. Quick ball out wide. Defense holds up for Navy Sports Club. The space on the blind side for Ganthi Ida Malgoda.
Yeah. I'm happy with my decision. I will stand with on-field decision. It's a try.
Alex, what's your decision?
Time back on, and it's a try.
They're happy with the on-field decision, so even though the TMO was consulted, they go with their decision. So it's a try on the left-hand side flank for Air Force Sports Club. Ishara Madhushan, the try scorer. Here's a replay of that try, but the try really was made from that big break from Afasua. He just can't give him an inch of space. He just grabs it with both hands. And with that try, Air Force Sports Club have gone up 12 points.
It's brilliant stuff from Afasua to create that try. And Ishara Madhushan applying the finishing touches, just reaching over, and Kavisha Kaluarachi with another difficult conversion.
Here's the scrum off.
10.
To make this a 14-point lead, it looks like it's a beauty. Oh, what a kick. What a kick from Kavisha Kaluarachi. In a ground that always demands good place kicking. That was a top-notch kick from Kaluarachi. 21 points to 7 now. And Air Force Sports Club are just pulling away now.
Yes, Kavish Kaluarachi has been impressive off the tee today, and he's under the able guidance of an experienced head like Gayanthi Malgoda. So good to see that the someone who has been a great servant for Yafo Sports Club is grooming one for the future as well. And it's Yafo Sports Club that go up 14 points, and it's going to get ugly for Navy if they can't spark something here. But sparking something yet again is Afasua. Another incisive run takes play out of his 22, and the ball swiftly worked out wide. Here's Apura Vijay Singh, though Navy defense trying to hold firm, but it's a net gain for Yafos, and Gayanthi Malgoda can kick downfield, but picked up by Dhananjay, who looks to send in an exit kick of his own and take his team out of trouble, and brings play onto the 40-meter mark. But once again, Abid, it's that man Afasua who's creating something out of nothing for Yafo Sports Club. And eventually, it's a net gain for them as well. 40 meters out from the Navy whitewash.
It has been from places like this that Air Force have launched the attacks that have led to tries. Line out has been very good, and backs have been working very well. They've been sucking in the defense beautifully well. Here's the maul that sets up. They've got an advantage coming their way.
It's a lifting. Engage on the air.
Engaged in the air is the call. They pull it out now. Here's Air Force.
Malisha Veerakonda stepping past one, and now here's Idda Malgoda. Thought he'd put in the chip and chase, but instead chooses to work it out, and advantage is over. So we'll bring it back for that maul infringement once again. Was engaging the player in the air is what referee Alex has spotted. And so just 8 minutes to go in this first half. Plenty of time for Air Force to try and get in another commercial bank try, and that would mean, Abid, that they'll have the bonus point wrapped up in the first half itself if they are able to cross over from any of these phases to close out this first half.
Well, trying to seal the deal of the plate championship very early on here. Air Force Sports Club, a bit too early to tell for sure, but Air Force have really put their name on that plate championship already. And here's another line out coming their way.
Okay, no contest.
No contest. So Navy Sports Club are ready for the maul, but they're not as ready as they should be, as Air Force Sports Club are still rumbling forward now.
Brought down eventually though. Ratnaka had to go to ground, but another maul that has gained about 10 meters or so for the Amen.
It's accidental obstruction.
But looks like there has been an obstruction, and that's unfortunate for Yafo Sports Club. It's the one time that they've entered the opposition 22 and it hasn't gone their way, isn't it, Abid? They've dotted the ball down over the whitewash on the other 4 occasions, one of them of course being disallowed. But again, with a good scrum here, have a chance to try and pull back another penalty and perhaps flip the script once again.
So keep continuing it up. Crouch. Bind. Set.
The scrum is an important one for Navy. They need to get out of jail. Big scrum from Air Force Sports Club. Kongawatta wants to do nothing in his own half, but keeps it in the field of play, so it stays alive for Air Force. Here's Afasua. Idda Malgoda. Uyangoda already has 2 tries to his name.
Ball out.
Here they come again, working it back infield. This is Veerakonda. Straightening up for Yafos. Ratnayaka to Ishara Madhushan, floats it out, and that was cynical from Senura Pires. Already got sent off in a game earlier this season for that exact infringement, and look, really cynical from him once again.
Number 2. Kelima landing එක කොහොමද? Lifting එකට යන්නේ. So my recommendation, what's your recommendation? You want to check on the...
Something that one assistant referee has spotted and the other has spotted something as well.
Number 7. What your recommendation? Happy with the penalty? I think we have to recheck on the landing. Yeah. TMO?
Go back for the foul play, no?
Yeah, we have 2 foul plays. I want to recheck on the last one, the tackle and the landing.
Okay. Can I have can I go back for the foul play incident?
Here's the tackle from Sinra Pires.
Landing එකත් ඔළුව වගේ මට මේ ඔළුව වැදිලා තමයි එන්නේ.
Alex, you want more angles? Alex, you want more angles?
සම්රත් මට ඒකේ කලින් ඇන්ගල් එක දෙන්න ෆ්‍රන්ට් වීව් එක.
Yeah, take a front. I need the front angle. Earlier one.
Landing on head. You can go for it. No arms. No mitigation. It's a reckless. Landing on head. Yeah. You happy with me, Ko? Both? Yes. Yeah. You had this. Captain and number 12.
Here's a big moment in this game.
Yeah. Go. Monkey. Mambala. Yeah. Other side. Go. No. Clearly. No, Harry. So clearly, our tackle had commit kadi. Wrap around in it. So your shoulder contact in it. So lift land in it. Head decay. So there's no mitigation. So it directly red card. Sir, red card. Okay. Out.
Well, straight red for the Navy Sports Club Centre.
No changes. Ajit.
Sinra Pires is sent off
Number 12.
for the second time in this Maliban Interclub Rugby League with a red card and for the same offence. And that has really put his team, if they were in a spot of bother, this has really put them to the lowest of lows. They'll have to finish this game with 14 men and with 14 points to catch up.
High tackle, direct landing on the head.
Sinra Pires, what have you done? All the momentum going the way of Yafo Sports Club. He's put his team in even more trouble, and not for the first time this season. We'll spend the rest of this game
Change.
watching from the stands. And straight away, Coach Danushka Poteju is scrambling to make a few changes, trying to get his team combination right. We'll have to play the remaining 45 minutes with just the 14 men. But what an opportunity this is for Yafo Sports Club to wrap up the bonus point and perhaps wrap up the game before the half-time whistle. Here's another strong rolling maul. Parakrama Ratnayaka at the back of it. Gains 5 meters. Now just 5 meters away from the whitewash. This is a massive maul from Yafo Sports Club. Have they got it down? Looks like it has been held up. Stubborn defense from Navy Sports Club, and Kalu Arachi immediately protesting.
Yeah. Cool. Our reactions back. That keyword, right? Our reaction can participate in no, it's clearly held up.
Referee Alex was on spot there. But what a maul it was from Yafo Sports Club, but Navy got that last gasp defense right.
Well, the maul defense from Navy Sports Club hasn't been up to the mark. You can really count their lucky charms for that being held up. They'll be very happy with that performance in trying to keep the ball up. But Air Force and their maul has really put them to good places in this game so far. This is not a very good goal line drop out from Isuru Konga. Here's a chance. Padma Shankar. Arosh Ratnaik on the corner. That's the bonus point winning commercial bank try. And there might just be something more than that.
It's brilliant work from Air Force once again. Kongavatta got it wrong once again. His exit kick stayed in the field of play, and Pathum Padmasanka, that big centre, bumped off his man, and waiting gleefully on the right wing was Arosh Ratnayaka, who grounded that one and has wrapped up the bonus point for Air Force Sports Club. So you take a look at the replay there. Padmasanka evaded two tacklers, had just Kujana Kulatunga defending, found the outside ball, and looks like it was a high tackle as well from the Navy halfback, so it could go from bad to worse for the Sailors. But the Air Force Sports Club won't be complaining one bit. 4 commercial bank tries in this first half, and you could argue as well, Abid already one hand on that plate championship.
Kicking today has been very good from Air Force Sports Club, 3 out of 3.
10 seconds.
And that too kicks from difficult angles. Here's Kaluarachi. Oh my goodness. What a kick from Kavisha Kaluarachi. One from the left-hand side touchline, the other from the right-hand side touchline. Air Force just had an early shock. They needed to settle their nerves. And as soon as they got the first try, everything just seems to be working for them.
Yes, that first try and that first break from Afaso, looks like that was the oil that got the wheels turning for Air Force Sports Club.
Blue number 5.
And it's 28 points to 7, and we'll have enough time for before we close out this first half. Navy will be hoping to make something happen, make that halftime team talk just that little bit easier. But it's been it's just gotten worse and worse for them after finding that first score as well. As Idda Malgoda's clearance for this time stays in the field of play. It's picked up by Kalpa Lakmina, who breaks past the first line of defense. Navy desperate to make something happen. Last minute of play in this first half was Rishmina Dilshan. And now Apurva Vijay Singh nearly broke away there, but brought down in the nick of time. Here's Kulatunga now to Epa. Epa ran straight into Vimukti. And here's Kavishka Vijayratna for the Sailors. Needs to roll away, does Ratnayaka. And here's Apurva Vijay Singh once again. And brought down well by the Air Force defender. Creeps out of that tackle, and now Kulatunga surveys his options. Chooses to go on the open side, and wait in there was Isuru. Keeping the ball with them are Navy Sports Club, and they need to do more of this, isn't it, Abid?
Advantage going down.
Looks like it's an advantage as well, won by Navy Sports Club. Manuka Pereira a bit too over eager when he contested that. And possession kicked away by Kujana Kulatunga, and referee Alex will bring it back for that advantage. But like I was saying, Abid, Navy just need to do more of this, isn't it? Can't let the ball be loose too much. Can't let Air Force run from broken field, because they've hurt them and hurt them really bad from those positions.
Well, their kicks need to have purpose behind it, isn't it? Be it a goal line dropout, be it a 22-meter dropout, or be it a kick off hand. There needs to be a purpose behind the kick, and they need to get their chasers up as well. The previous try that was scored was allowed through Not a great kick from Isuru Kongawatha, and that kick from Kujana Kulatunga too. Yes, he had the penalty, but it was a real nothing kick. But this conversion will just bridge the gap for Navy Sports Club if it does go through. And it's a good one from Isuru Kongawatha as we go into half-time. Navy Sports Club have drawn one back, but it's Air Force Sports Club who is calling all the shots.
Is happy to take the 3 there, Navy Sports Club, and go into lemons and refresh. Probably the right call in the end, taken by Denuan Vikramarati, and Kongawatha made no mistake to get his side into double figures, but still 18 points behind, and Air Force calling the shots here at Welisara. And the Sailors sail in with just the 14 men at the moment as well. Senura Pires with a cynical tackle. And all to play for in that second half, but Navy really need to pull a rabbit out of the hat if they are to force a result from this game.
But it's going to be a game of tactics in the second half. Which team will have the better tactic? That team will go on to win this game, but by the looks of it, Air Force Sports Club looks like they've done the homework better.
Yes, definitely, Abid, as we have your half-time confirmation. Air Force Sports Club already with the bonus point sit pretty on 28. Navy Sports Club could only muster up the 10 points, and we'll head into a short commercial break and be back with the second half action on the other side.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Perfectly. ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇලුමිනියම්. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
It's the end again.
Pay with your phone. Pay with your smartwatch. For the first time in Sri Lanka, pay easy with GPay and Commercial Bank.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
සිත් සත්සරය කළඹා සතුටක් ඉපදිලා මල් මන්දහසේ ජීවිතයට ලං කළා සතුටේ පැහැයන් සොයා අතුරා සිටින සරසා මන්සල එලි කළා ලංකෙන් රුපියලක් සතුටෙන් උපන් බෑයක අසිරිය
Perfectly Swisstech Aluminium නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swisstech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swisstech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swisstech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swisstech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swisstech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Perfectly Swisstech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swisstech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swisstech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
Perfectly Swisstech Aluminium නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swisstech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
වසංගකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසමසම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Welcome back to the Navy grounds here in Welisara. Air Force have had a very good half. They started off a bit slow and they allowed Navy Sports Club to get 10 points by the way of a penalty kick in the latter parts of this half. In the last play, it was a good start for Navy Sports Club. This try from the man who was sent out 30 minutes after this score. Senra Pires went under the post to score the only commercial bank try in this half for Navy Sports Club, and from there on it was just all class from the Airmen. Air Force Sports Club just took this game and ran away with it. Ishara Madhushan played a very big hand in that, and then this man on the corner, Uyangoda, was unstoppable. Kavisha Kaluarachi had a very, very good first half. 4 out of 4 for him off the tee. Tries coming in for Air Force Sports Club, and they really settled into this game very well, Nathan. It looked like Navy had come to play, but Air Force just needed the ball with them to try and get this game in their favor. And I thought of Asua, even though these highlights don't show anything about him, played a really good hand. That's where Senra Pires was sent off. He was a very, very good ball carrier. Knew when to do what and was omnipresent for the Airmen. How this game goes in the second half, how the teams play tactically when it comes to kicking is going to be what's going to decide the margin of this game, because you have to say Air Force Sports Club seem like they have this game under control.
Yes, and we mentioned numerous times as well, Navy just haven't got it right when they've been kicking, isn't it? And that has put them in some bad positions defensively.
But Air Force have really been handling the air traffic pretty well, you'd have to say.
Yes, definitely, Abid. And that man was impressive in that first half as well. I think it's that spine in the back line, isn't it, of Ishara Madhushan, Gayantid Malgoda and Afasua. Three of them have really made a difference and have been ably backed up by their forwards as well. We saw some really good drive-in mauls from the Airmen set in that first half. It has really rocked the ship of the Sailors at their home turf.
Here's a restart in the second half. Let bounce by Navy Sports Club. Isuru Kongawat has to scamper back. Fahad Nazar now sending it out wide and trying to run from their own half. Navy Sports Club still in their own 22. Here's a big effort at ruck time from Air Force Sports Club. Shamika Kaushan has come on from the bench. So reinforcements, you'd have to say, for Air Force Sports Club. No, they can't be camped in prison. They need to get out of jail. Here's Isuru Kongahawat. Gets a good clearance.
Yes, early doors as well. Navy Sports Club making that mistake of letting it bounce. And Air Force making plenty of changes from that first half. We spoke before kickoff as well that the likes of Sharaka Varel and Shamika Kaushan will be used as impact players today. And that's exactly what they're doing. Here's Shamika Kaushan with his first line out and collected eventually by Buddhamaka. Now set in the rolling maul once again. Adi Amen. Here's Kaushan at the back of it. Parat Paratnayaka was really dangerous in that first half from the back of the maul, and Kaushan just left stranded there for a moment, and the ball has rolled in. Has been rolled to the side of the Sailors, but ruck was already formed, so that will be a penalty to the Yemen. So the attack isn't over from them, and Iddamalgoda will try and find a good touch.
No matter where he bumps this into touch, he knows that his forwards are going to roll their way through. They've been very good at maul time, Air Force Sports Club. Shamika Kaushan with his first involvement in this game. That's where the penalty was given away.
Yes, Kaushan with take two. Picked up by Nilanta Jayavira.
Engage in the air.
Now setting the drive-in maul, another penalty given away by Navy Sports Club. Kaushan at the back of it, trying to drive their way through. Once is the call from referee Alex, but support arrives for this massive drive-in maul from Air Force Sports Club. Slowly but surely making their way through, and looks like it is Shamika Kaushan that's gone over. But referee Alex might want to have a second viewing of it.
A lot of consultations happening today here at Welisara. The clinic is open.
Last player. Yeah, last player join වෙන්නේ නැතුව එයා මැද්දෙන් ගිහලා ඉස්සරහට යනවා. බෝල් කැරිය පිටිපස්සෙම ඉන්නේ. එයා බයින් කරනවා අනිවාර්යෙන් බෝල් කැරිය. ඔයාගේ ඇඩ්වාන්ටේජ් එකට යන්න පුළුවන් ඒගොල්ලන්ට
Captain. ඔයාලගේ joining player එන්න ඕනේ last මේකත් එක්ක side entering එකල join වෙන්න බෑ. So try එක නැහැ. but මෙතන advantage එක ඔයාලට තියෙන්නේ. මෙතන penalty එක යනවා. right line එකේ දැන් join අය
because they had a penalty advantage for Sports Club, but
call.
they joined in to the maul that was driving forward illegally. Therefore, they have been disallowed the try, and they'll go back for the penalty that they won early on. And you'd have to say that there's another rolling maul coming up.
Yes, this is where that infringement was given away. It's Arosh Ratnayaka who joined from the wrong position. And no contest. Navy trying to prepare for this massive Air Force drive-in maul. Stopped dead in his tracks for the moment, but holding firm. Adi Amin winning another advantage. Knees on the ground from the sailors, but they don't need it. Shamika Kaushan off the bench and onto the score sheet. The Air Force hooker. And it's a commercial bank try all too easily. Just 3 minutes into this second half.
Well, the maul has done wonders for Air Force Sports Club in the first half, and now in the second half, that has been the weapon of choice. Really running away with this game so far, 33 points to 10. Shamika Kaushan has come on from the bench and scored a commercial bank try that has really put this game out of reach for Navy Sports Club. Let's have a look at how well positioned they are at maul time, and the positioning in terms of technique from Navy Sports Club hasn't been that great, and it's all been Air Force Sports Club when it comes to the forwards division. And here's a kick from Kaluarachi. He's 4 out of 4 today. Tough one with the angle and with the wind. Kavisha Kaluarachi is on fire, period.
Yes, another peach of a kick from Kaluarachi. Probably the most difficult one yet, but made absolutely no mistake against the wind as well. Right down the middle. And Kaluarachi is 5 for 5 off the tee. Brilliant stuff from the Air Force halfback. And Navy Sports Club doesn't look like they've learned anything from that half-time breather, have they? Are just making those same mistakes, still unable to deal with this deadly Air Force drive-in maul as a kick is pumped downfield. And it's Kaluarachi, the man again, who has taken his side out of trouble.
But there has been a few players for Air Force Sports Club that have really put their hand up in this game, and one of those players is Kavisha Kaluarachi, and another is the man on your screen there. Afasua was introduced to this team this season to try and ignite this backline, and in this game really has shown his colours. Took some time for him to get used to the club rugby senior in Sri Lanka. He's played a lot of international rugby, but it's not always easy to transition from that style of play to how the game is played in a different part of the world. When I think of Asua now has really conditioned himself to this setup, and so far has been fantastic.
So an overthrown line out collected eventually by Kujana Kulutunga, and there was Lakmina showing and going. And now looking to use their forwards. Navy Sports Club. Here's Isuru Pereira running sideways and gains a couple of meters eventually. Quickly recycled by Kujana Kulutunga, but left it behind. Did the replacement player for Navy Sports Club, that's Akila Dilshan, had not the first touch of the ball that he would have wanted, Abid.
Oh, definitely.
Come boys.
I thought maybe it could have been a penalty too, because Kujana Kulutunga was travelling from in front.
Crouch.
35-10, 25 points separating these two teams.
Steady.
Let's have a look at where the number 15 is placed, and he can't be there. He has to be 5 meters back. That's Ishara Madhushan, but Afasua with a big run. Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle coming in. You have to take your hat off to that tackle. Good work from Navy Sports Club. We'll tell you who the player was in a minute. But Afasua is just setting the touchlines ablaze.
And Afasua just cut in this Navy Sports Club defense open, but the last cast tackle this time saving the home team.
Mark it. 1, 2, 3.
Interesting if we can get a replay of that. Ishara Madhushan started it all off, and Afasua camped on that left-hand touchline. Take a look at the replay there. Madhushan out to Afasua, and what a run it was. Was just motoring his way through, and it was Kongahavatte initially who got that ankle tap in and just lost control. Did Afasua, and looks like the penalty has been given away at the scrum down, taken quickly and bumped upfield by Kongahavatte, but yet again the Navy fly-up has failed to find touch. And now here's Arosh Ratnayaka, beating a couple of men, find it at inside ball, it's still available for Gayantha Iddamalgoda. Knock backwards, ball is loose, picked up quickly once again by the airmen. Eventually it's a net gain, knocking on the door, looking for their 6th Commercial Bank try. Here's Manuka Pereira working it out wide, and the ball carrier brings it into the 22 for Air Force Sports Club. Iddamalgoda floats it out to his skipper. Varel gains 3 meters. Now here's Afasua again, cutting back inside. Afasua gets offload in, and Shashika Fernando looks for the whitewash. Navy defense rallies round in the nick of time. Just 3 meters short of the whitewash though. Air Force Sports Club. Here's Iddamalgoda looking to overload the blind side. Manuka Pereira takes it into contact, and it's picked up and goes over. Does Shashika Fernando for Air Force Sports Club, or is it Nishan Piris? We'll have a look at the replay and confirm the try scorer, but a great move from Air Force Sports Club, isn't it, Abid? Great continuity of play and making it all happen here at Welisara.
Oh, definitely. They've known when to put the offloads in, when to go to ground, and they've always had someone in support. It's Nishan Piris, the try scorer, wearing the number 6 jumper. Goes over for the 6th try of the day for Air Force Sports Club. Just have a look at the replay of that try once again. Just look at how well they've offloaded and kept the ball going, knowing when to pick the ball up from the ruck. Apologies from our end. It's Malisha Virakon that goes over to score the try for Air Force Sports Club in the number 5 jumper. Apologies for that. But kicking is never going to be a problem today for Air Force Sports Club. Kickers will change. It's Gayantha Iddamalgoda, the experienced campaigner, who takes the tee this time, but the fate doesn't change.
It's brilliant stuff from Air Force Sports Club all round. And great work from open play there, isn't it? Malisha Virakon was there to recycle quickly, and that's what really created that try, isn't it, Abid? Didn't allow the Navy defense enough time to rally round that ruck, and not enough men guarding the touchline, or the whitewash rather. And Virakon had a free run to add the 5-pointer, and that lead has extended to 32 points now, and it looks like there's no way back for Navy Sports Club at their home turf.
Number 9 Air Force.
Changes coming in for
Number 9 Air Force change.
both teams. I think it's Air Force Sports Club who are substituting. Kavisha Kaluarachi out. Has a bit of a limp as he walks out. But that is because he's just played a brilliant hand in this game. What a game Kavisha Kaluarachi has had. 5 out of 5 off the tee. And he's done very well.
Time on. Keep the gap, boys. Right.
And he's greeted with a huge round of applause from the airmen.
Yes, what a game from the young man. And coming onto the park is Vishala Kalang. As Ranavira takes his line out short. It's picked up by Vijay Ratna. And now Isuru Pereira. Navy really do need to make something happen here, else it could get really ugly for them. Here's Apurva to Fahad Nazar. Pass is overcooked and backpedaling now our Navy Sports Club, but they managed to keep the ball in their hands. Yes, Dhananjay takes it into contact. And now it's downfield, but once again straight into the bread basket of a Air Force back three. And the ball has found the hands of Afasua. It's another incisive run from the big Samoan. Yes, Shashika Fernando. Recycle quickly by Akalanka. Looking to play this game at pace. Air Force Sports Club hit the Malgoda with a lovely offload to his skipper. Here's Sharaka Varela. Varela breaks the first line of defense. Varela with one man to beat, but brought down by Navy Sports Club. And the ball had gone out, so Lakmina's steal was legal, and Navy have managed to win possession back, but another almighty scare for the home team. Sharaka Varela nearly doing it all by himself here at Welisara. Just looking to manufacture their exit kick now. To Kongavatta. Sends it downfield and brings play back to halfway, but Air Force Sports Club have looked menacing with ball in hand, Abid.
Well, definitely they've got backs and forwards. Everyone can run in this Air Force Sports Club team today. Well, really unfortunate that they had to miss out on the Cup Championship, isn't it? Well, yes, Navy Sports Club hasn't been at their greatest in this Maliban Interclub Rugby League, but the way that Air Force have played so far, even in this Maliban Interclub Rugby League.
Yes, definitely. Came really close against CHNFC and pushed Kandy Sports Club all the way as well, and were a bit wasteful in their games against CRNFC and Havelock Sports Club. Just the 10 points for them collectively from both those games, even though they did dominate in some phases. But it's been a season of what ifs for Air Force Sports Club, but they can close it out with some silverware where they're playing. And Yerash Buddumaka with a lovely offload to Akalanka, going for a fancy set move off that line out, and a long cutout ball coming from Ishara Madhushan, and Varel again running from open field. Here's Afasua, shows and goes, and Afasua goes for the line and gets his commercial bank try in. Make it look all too easy here at Welisara, and it's their big Samoan that downs the Sailors.
Oh, what a game he's having. We could mention this right throughout. Afasua has really made this Air Force Sports Club team what they are. And today, he's really shown what he is as well. 47 points up. Afasua has been on another level today. 7th try for Air Force Sports Club. And it's just been the little contributions that he had in the first half and in the second half. This is a well-deserved try for him.
As if there's one man that deserved to be on the score sheet, it was this man on your screen. Lovely wraparound move with his skipper Varela, who gets a beautiful offload in, and from that kind of range, after that first tackle was missed, there was absolutely no stopping Afasua, who dived over comfortably for the commercial bank try.
Well, his work rate has been brilliant, isn't it? He puts the pass in and he comes around. Conversion. Oh, no prizes for guessing what's going to happen off the tee for the Airmen today. There's only one way that that ball has sailed today, and that's through the posts. 49 points to 10. And the kicks that they have put through haven't been easy ones, Nathan. They've had to work for it. And they've got all points off the tee today.
That's brilliant from Idda Malgoda and Kavisha Kaluarachi. And if there's one Yes, there has been a mismatch in the forwards department, but if there's one area this game has been decided in, it is the kick-in, and Air Force have done that to perfection today. We've said it numerous times as well, not just off the tee, but from open play. Had some purpose behind their kicks, but Navy unfortunately can't say the same about their efforts, as the restart is collected by Padmasankar, who's looking to run it from inside his own 22. Air Force playing with a spring in their step now. Here's Vimukti Fernando, the try scorer. Shashika Fernando runs straight into that traffic. And now Akalanka looks to open up the field. Here's Idda Malgoda with a long cutout pass once again to Buddhumaka. Finds the hands of Arosh Ratnayaka, but a bit of a juggle has allowed the Navy defense to shoot up. But it's Air Force who continue to play with a spring in their step here. Idda Malgoda with a lovely ball to Nilanta Jayavira, who unfortunately spilled it. And Isuru Pereira tried to pick it up and go quickly, but knocks it on himself, and the first knock on coming from the Air Force player. So it will be a scrum down in favor of the Sailors. Now or never really for Navy Sports Club. You could argue with just 23 minutes left on the clock. It's really almost impossible to make up that 39-point deficit, but at least a 4-try bonus point still on the cards here for Navy, as Isuru Pereira picks it up from the back and sends Kulotunga on his way, floats it out, does Kongavatta to his winger, but is brought down by Uyangoda. Good stuff defensively from the Air Force back three there. Here's Vijay Singh in a big tussle with Malisha Veerakon, and Malisha Veerakon wins that contact. Now backpedaling are the Sailors. Pradeep Ranavira push back a couple of meters. Kulatunga surveys his options, and now Fahad Nazar sends it out to Jayalat, who is brought down by Arosh Ratnayaka. Navy Sports Club losing their meters slowly but surely. That's a well made tackle there by Sharaka Varal. Marked his man brilliantly, but the ball is still live here as Akila Dilshan takes it into contact for Navy Sports Club. But Navy have lost some meters. It's been a bit flat from them in attack even when they've had possession. And that was the first carry of the game for Ramesh, who's come off the bench. And now we're looking to get their men around the breakdown. Our Navy Sports Club trying to suck in this Air Force defense, but just don't have that cutting edge at the moment. Do Navy Sports Club. Haven't really had that difference maker today, who's put his hand up. Appeals for a high tackle as well, but wasn't the case. And now Isuru Pereira bumps off a tackler and sends in a fancy backhanded offload to Denuwan Wickramarachchi. We've seen very little from the Navy skipper today. And Vijay Ratta now straightening things. So Navy finally, after 20 phases or so, gaining a few meters and have made an entry into the Air Force 22. Still looking to go with their forwards and winning an advantage as well. This is much better from Navy Sports Club. Recycled quickly, now just 10 meters out, and picked up quickly by Denuwan Wickramarachchi, and he is not held, so he can pick up and go again. And the skipper, finally someone puts their hand up for Navy Sports Club, and who else but Denuwan Wickramarachchi, talismanic skipper for the Sailors. But will be nothing but a consolation the way things are going here at Welisara.
But if there was anyone who was going to turn this game towards Navy Sports Club at least a little, it's that man on your screen, Denuwan Wickramarachchi, the captain of Navy Sports Club. He's really been that player who has, in a season of disappointments, who has been the only plus for Navy Sports Club right throughout. Denuwan Wickramarachchi has been brilliant, and you'd have to say he has been one of the better flankers in this Maliban Interclub Rugby League as well. Here's Isru Kongawa, the lining his conversion up. Goes through. So 100% off the tee for both teams today. 49 points to 17, 20 minutes to play.
Yes, and looks like coach Asela Deshapre looking to go all out in these final 20 minutes. Some wholesale changes. While that try was being converted, the Air Force think tank has swapped out both their prop forwards and one of their second rows as well. So looking to get fresh legs on the park. They don't want to drop the intensity. Do Air Force Sports Club really trying to make a statement here at Welisara. And what a game it's been from them so far.
Idamalgoda kicks it deep. It's knocked back from Navy Sports Club. Under that ball. It's not listed on the team sheet. I have to guess who the player is. Here's Kongahawata, who drops it on the toe and drops it right into the middle of the pitch. Here's Arosh Ratnayaka. Steps. Arosh Ratnayaka needs support. Has Ishara Madhushankar with him. And that's what happens when you kick aimlessly.
And Sisuru Kongawat has given away possession really cheaply once again, and Arosh Ratnayaka just cut through the Navy defense and had the presence of mind to get that offload in. Lovely support in line, run by Ishara Madhushan. And he goes over for the commercial bank try, and you have to say, Abid, for the way he's played today, it's a deserved one for the Air Force fullback as well.
But he's really put in those little contributions, isn't it? Creating tries, creating overlaps out wide. And you really have to take your hat off to this man who makes the break as well, Arosh Ratnayaka. He's played a fantastic game. Just drew the man past. But before that, he had a bit of work to do. But his work was made that much easier because he had to run through a tired Navy defense. Conversion successful. As Gayanthi Damalgoda is 100% off the tee as well. 56 points to 17. This game has really been all about Air Force, isn't it? They've done the little things right. They've clicked when they've needed to. And come the second round, they've really got both hands on that, or both eyes rather, on that plate championship.
Yes, definitely, and they've been really dangerous from broken field, and Navy just haven't been aware to that, Abid. You have to question their game awareness in this particular match has been found wanting. Kongahawat numerous times has just kicked aimlessly downfield. Kulatunga as well guilty of that. And they haven't done their side any favors, as Air Force showing that they are superior in the backs department and have cut through this Navy defense with absolute ease on 8 occasions now already, and we still have 15 minutes to go.
Air Force losing that ball in the air. Well, up at Havelock Park, the tables have turned from the last update that we gave you. It's 28 points to 14. And it's Havelock Sports Club that is in the lead with 10 minutes remaining on the clock, on the broadcast. But I'll tell you one team that wouldn't be happy with how the season started, and that's Havelock Sports Club. They went down to a team that ended in 8th place, and that's Navy Sports Club. And if they maybe got that victory, there have been top contenders for this Maliban Interclub Rugby League, but you really can't take anything away from Navy Sports Club in that game. Despite how the rest of the season has gone for them, in that game they were really, really good. But since then, it's only been downhill until that game against Sri Lions came about.
So definitely, Abid. And once again, yeah, not the ideal start to the plate segment for them. 56 points to 17 as it stands. Just 15 minutes on the clock, so could argue no way back for them. And have been stuck on just the 12 points for most of this season. And interestingly, just looks like the Navy player has torn his jersey. Think it's Kujana Kulatunga. I will be playing with a different number now as well, so makes it a little more challenging for us up in the com box as well, Abid. But luckily, he has put on that number 9 jumper as Ranavira lines this one up. And that's a brilliant steal coming in from Buddhumuka for Yafo Sports Club. Absolutely nothing has clicked today for Navy Sports Club, and even when they thought they had a 5-meter line out, Buddhumuka has jumped up and spoiled that. And I love the confidence from Yafos as well, from so close to their own try line to jump up and contest and eventually win that ball back.
Well, they can do that, isn't it? They've created such a big gap on the score sheet. They've all right to do that. But now once again, they will try and contest this one. But this time Navy win the line out. Another score would do a lot of good for Navy Sports Club, but it's turned over by Air Force. We just can't keep them out of this game. They've been very good when it comes to the breakdown as well. They put their players there very fast. Hit the Malgoda in the pocket. What a kick. What a beauty. He's kicked it out into touch. It's all been Air Force. There's nothing more to say.
Yes, definitely Abid Denga and Tid the Malgoda has got it right once again. Giving out an absolute clinic to the Navy kickers as well, isn't it? Showed them exactly what they should be doing when putting it on the toe. And that might be Id the Malgoda's last contribution as he's subbed off, but again a raucous reception for him by his mates. Oh no, it is Ishara Madhushan, but the applause won't quieten down. Abid is another man who's made a big contribution in this Air Force rally. And once again, Dinuan Vikramarachi spills it at the line out, and it's taken into contact by Air Force. It was the first feel of the ball for Isuru Jayaratna, but looks like he's unfortunately lost that ball forward in contact. But Navy once again a bit guilty of being too slow there. By the time Vikramarachi had tried to jump up and pouch that line out, it had already landed in the hands of Jayaratna. But nonetheless, it will be a scrum to Navy Sports Club. Can now just hope to try and get another couple of tries in, isn't it, Abid? At least get that 4-try bonus point, which is still on the cards.
Navy have 10 minutes to try and do something. Scrum from Air Force is very good. Ball squirts out. Kujana Kulatunga drops it on the toe. And juggling it at the back, Kujana Kulatunga scores the commercial bank try for Navy Sports Club. Will they take it any way it comes, Navy? Be it off a loose ball or structured play. Kujana Kulatunga has gone over for a commercial bank try for Navy Sports Club.
And that's a freakish try, isn't it, Abid? You could say almost a lottery try for Navy Sports Club. It was a really good shove at scrum down from Air Force, but it worked against them on that occasion. Ball just squirted out. Kulatunga managed to get his toe onto it, and then after a bit of a juggle at the back there and by Air Force Sports Club, Kulatunga was there to pounce and go over. And you have to say probably the first time that this Air Force back three has faltered today, isn't it, Abid?
Konga knocks over the extras. 24 points to 56 is how the score stands. And coming back to what you were saying, Nathan, that kick from Kujana Kulatunga was probably the best kick so far from Navy Sports Club. It might have been a freakish kick, but it was a kick into no man's land. It was a very contestable kick and he got himself up there. But as the old saying goes, your kick is only as good as your chase. And Kulatunga was right up there to be in the face of Air Force Sports Club before collecting that ball. 8 minutes remaining. Kick just travels 10 meters and it's knocked back from Air Force, so they can continue playing. They've won back the restart. But now Navy come away with it and the ball has come out. Navy now suddenly finding some life in this game in the last few moments. Rasindo Bandara has come on for Ishara Madushan.
Idda Malgoda's kick stays in the field of play and Navy have picked it up, and you said Abid, just in the dying embers of this game, finding a lease of life. And trying to manufacture something. 8 minutes on the clock, but looks like it has squirted out, but an advantage had been played by referee Alexander. Have the option of the scrum or the penalty. It's actually Navy Sports Club that have lost that ball forward. A bit unfortunate for them. Just when they were trying to find their feet in this game, they've gone and lost the ball forward, and it's the guilty party is Denuan Vikramarachi. Another try here for Navy gets them at least 1 point out of this game. Will mean a precious little in the context of this plate championship, but definitely something to show for the efforts today for Navy if they are able to get it.
Kujana Kulatunga takes the quick tap. Oh, that was a high tackle. He was going down, so it's just a penalty. Navy Sports Club will maybe try and bump this into touch and try to get that 4-try bonus point. But at Havelock Park, it's 28-14, and both these teams, with Havelock Sports Club in the lead and Havelocks having gone down by 18 points in that game in the first round under lights at Longdon Place, need to try and get one more score to try and win the Matthews Trophy. It's 28-14. I'm pretty sure everyone who is logged into this game probably has a second screen watching that game as well.
It's Super Saturday, isn't it? Live on none other than Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare, live and exclusively bringing you all the games from this Maliban Interclub Rugby League. As Ranavira takes it, and Denuan Vikramarachi pleads his case to referee Alexander, but play on is the call. So it's another line out that's been stolen by Air Force. But he's brought it back, has the referee. So eventually getting what they asked for. Navy Sports Club, a scrum from about 15 meters out to try and get that all-important fourth score.
Well, they definitely need this try. Despite being 56 points up, Air Force have looked to try and keep the pressure on, but they've taken the foot off the accelerator in the last 10 minutes or so. Here's Kulatunga. Looking for his forwards once again. Taking things slow here, Navy Sports Club. Not looking to rush anything. Very good discipline from Air Force Sports Club so far in defence. You can hear the defence screaming that they have to stay half a foot back. Yes, that penalty was coming. It's a penalty while on attack, given away by Navy Sports Club, and if you're wondering why that was, it's because the player who was latching on to the ball carrier has to stay on his feet. He can't just fall over the ball, because that doesn't allow for a contest that is fair. And referee Alexander gave him the warning as well, Nathan. He wanted the latcher to stay on his feet, and in the very next phase of play, Navy Sports Club had given the penalty away.
It pretty much sums up their game, isn't it? Abid came pretty close to the whitewash, but despite plenty of warnings, have given away the penalty. And again, it's that lack of game awareness as well has been found wanting in this game from Navy Sports Club. And it's Shamika Kaushan into the line out, overthrows it. And an advantage coming the way of the Yamen, because it was tapped by Vikramarachi, so will be brought back for a scrum down to Air Force Sports Club rather.
Well, we have to decide who our Swiss Tech perfect player of the match is, Nathan, and there have been many performances from the Airmen that have to be noted. Kavisha Kaluarachi at 9 was brilliant off the tee, brilliant in open play. Kayanthi Damalgoda was also very good. I thought Afa Asua was brilliant. And the backs of Air Force Sports Club has been very good. Now they go into the opposition 22. Penalty advantage coming the way of Air Force Sports Club. Here's Id Malgoda scanning his options and puts a good pass out, but the ball is dropped forward. And Air Force just missing out on an opportunity to go over for another try. Ball kicked out into touch by Air Force Sports Club from that penalty infringement. And now here's a chance for the replacements to come on and try to get their rolling maul working. Line out, secured. Here goes the Air Force Sports Club forwards, still rumbling around 3 meters short, brought down. We need to try and fetch for that ball now. Vishala Kalanka. If it doesn't come out, it'll be a feed in to the scrum for Navy Sports Club.
Ball not available, it's just come down. Blue ball. Last move. The last move. Mark, yeah.
Unfortunate that Air Force Sports Club couldn't go over for that try.
And the play of the match from this game between Navy Sports Club and Air Force Sports Club. Have to come back to that conversation, isn't it, Abid? Plenty of men put their hands up today for the Airmen. Gayanthi Iddamalgoda, Afasua. And it's another try as well for Air Force Sports Club. Coming through Kalna Chamudita. Getting their 9th commercial bank try out of almost nothing. wrestling back possession of a Navy scrum, and it's Kalna Chamudita that puts the icing on the cake for the Airmen. But coming back to that Swiss Tech perfect of the match conversation, Abid, the Maliban man of the match rather. Ganta Iddamalgoda, Afasua, Ishara Madushan. I thought both the men who played hooker as well for the Airmen were good, both Shamika Kaushan and Parakrama Ratnayaka, especially with those drive-in mauls. But the man of the match has gone to Gayanta Iddamalgoda of Air Force Sports Club for a perfect performance from the Air Force fullback today.
Conversion doesn't go through for our Swiss Tech perfect player of the match. Gayanta Iddamalgoda, the only blemish in this game for them. But a huge win at the end of 80 minutes for Air Force Sports Club. The way this game started and the way Navy started this game, they showed a lot of intent, Nathan. But Air Force Sports Club, as soon as the ball started coming to them and they had more possession of it as a result of kicking that had no purpose from Navy Sports Club, they've been able to go over and score multiple tries. And they've really put on a show here. It has just rained tries here at Welisara against the hosts.
Yes, it's been an absolute drubbing, hasn't it, for Navy Sports Club. Couldn't get the 4-try bonus point either. But it was 62 points from the Airmen, 9 commercial bank tries. They ran riot, they had an absolute field day and take a deserved victory. And you could say with the 6 points they get from this game, they move up to 31 and have already put one hand on that plate championship, Papid.
Well, a very good game from Air Force. Very unfortunate that they couldn't get to the cup segment. Last year they were the only team of the forces that were able to be in the cup segment, but this time around they'll have to settle for the plate. And with the way they played today and with how they performed right throughout this Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League, we'd have to say the firm favourites for the plate championship. And at the end of the 80 minutes here at the Navy grounds in Welisara, the hosts go down to the visitors Air Force Sports Club, 61 points to 24. Navy Sports Club will have to regroup, go back to the drawing board, get their processes sorted, sort their game plans out, and come back next weekend to try and topple their next opponent. But for today, they'll have to settle for a loss. All smiles in the Air Force Sports Club camp. It was a very good performance from them. Kavisha Kaluarachi off the tee, Gayanta Iddamalgoda off the tee. And in open play, Ishara Madushan was brilliant right at the start. Arosh Ratnayaka, Uyangoda was fantastic. And the coaching staff can be very happy of how their players have performed today. Supporters flocking in today here at the Navy Sports Club grounds in Welisara for this encounter. Air Force need all the support that they can get, and they've been a team that has always been able to draw in the support of their fellow airmen in the forces. They went with a plan today, Air Force Sports Club. They wanted to try and inject something into the game in the second half. And that's something that they did very well. Sharaka Varela coming off the bench, Shamika Kaushan coming off the bench. All these players coming off the bench and making an impact in this game for Air Force Sports Club. Well, at Longdon Place, it's Havelock Sports Club that have won the game at Havelock Park. That's going to be a big one in the context of the Cup Championship. The high-riding CRNFC will go with no points from that game, and that just allows the defending champions Kandy Sports Club with a game tomorrow against CHNFC to try and get to the top of the table. They haven't been at the top of the table since the victory last year, and with the game tomorrow they'll be trying to eye a victory that will take them to the top of the table. But in this segment, in the plate, it's the Airmen that are right on top. Getting things ready for the post-match presentation. Not a lot of happy faces for Navy Sports Club. For a couple of seasons running, they haven't been at their best. Teams eagerly awaiting the awards to be distributed. Presentation party. Dignitaries being welcomed to give out the Player of the Match award, and the Player of the Match for today's game is the man in the number 10 jumper. A 10 out of 10 performance from Gantid Damalgoda as he wins the Player of the Match award. A very good game from the experienced campaigner. Awarded by the selection panel, and it's Gantid Damalgoda who wins the award. We'll have a look at the highlights of the second half of this game. It was all Air Force Sports Club. Navy were able to pull a couple of tries back in the latter part of the half, but the maul from Air Force Sports Club and the way they dominated play, be it in the close fringes or be it in open play, they were really good. And off the tee, they were just fantastic. It was just the one missed kick from Gantid Damalgoda in the end. This try was a beauty. A couple of line breaks. And the thing about this Air Force Sports Club team is they've got game breakers. And as soon as they create those tackle busting opportunities and go through the defense. Now just have a look at this try from Afasua. After they make the break, they've just got support on either side. Just have a look at that. Afasua, yes, going through, but he's always got someone on his left and right shoulder to support him if things don't go to plan. Being able to keep the continuity going. But then Navy Sports Club through Denuwan Wickramaratchi, who released the ball and went back up, scored a try, has arguably been the best player for Navy Sports Club this season. Even though his team is not having the best year in rugby, Denuwan Wickramaratchi has really played brilliantly well, and Ishara Madhushan went over for a well-deserved try. Everyone who deserved tries went over today. Gantid Damalgoda off the tee, and this one from Kujana Kulatunga, a very lucky try, you'd have to say, for the halfback. Played the full 80 today, went over for a commercial bank try for Navy Sports Club, but a little too late. And then on the other side of the pitch, there was only going to be one team that wanted to finish it off. And Kalana Chamudita went over for the final commercial bank try of the game for Air Force Sports Club. And at the end of the 80 minutes, 61 points to 24. Air Force Sports Club, the visitors, down the hosts, Navy Sports Club. Have a look at that try to conversion ratio, Nathan. 9 tries, 8 conversions. Brilliant. Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, Gayanthi Damalgoda.
Yes, 5-star performance from Air Force Sports Club, 61 points to 24. And our Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, Gayanthi Damalgoda, who had a flawless game today. One facet where the game was decided was the kick in Abid, and Air Force did that absolutely brilliantly. As we take a look at the fixtures left in this first week of the Super Round, tomorrow a big game at Racecourse as CHNFC welcome defending champions Kandy Sports Club, who will be boosted by that win by Havelock Sports Club today just a few moments ago. And then to close out the week, Sri Lanka Army play against Police Sports Club at the Army grounds in Panagoda. And with that, we bring an end to our coverage of this first Super Round, first week clash between Air Force Sports Club and Navy Sports Club. Thank you to everyone who tuned in on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare. But for now, it's a goodbye and good night from us. Catch you all next week.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. a herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief, a trusted product from Link Natural.
It's the end again.
Pay with your phone. Pay with your smartwatch. For the first time in Sri Lanka, pay easy with GPay and Commercial Bank.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari.
සිත් සත්සරය කළඹා සතුටක් ඉපදිලා මල් මන්දහාසේ ජීවිතයට ලං කළා සතුටේ පැහැයන් සොයා අතුරා සිටින සරසා මන්සල එලි කළා
ලංකෙන් රුපියලක් සතුටෙන් උපන් බෑයක අසිරිය.
Perfectly ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇලුමිනියම් නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇලුමිනියම්. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Perfectly ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇලුමිනියම්. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari.
Perfectly ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇලුමිනියම් නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇලුමිනියම්. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
වසංගකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසමසම ස්වාද ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව the Papare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.